Good evening, America. Welcome to another Warrior Wednesday. Hope you all have been having a great week. Um, I know I am actually. It's been pretty busy at work and whatnot, but just want to give you guys an update. I have absolutely been really busting my ass working out, guys. I am down to about 285 right now. Hi, Rogue Nina. It's good to see you, hon. It is always good to see you. Down to about 285 pounds, guys. Still got a long way to go, but it is a grind. And I absolutely crushed myself today working out. I hope all of you guys are trying to be fit. Because I know you're all smart and you guys all know everything. I hope you guys are living a little bit of a Maha life. I'm trying to the best I can, but it is what it is. The major is not with us tonight. He's got another event. He's been a busy guy. Uh, so what I've talked to with the major about is like I told him that hey, every Warrior Wednesday I will send you a link, and if you can make it, you make it. I will continue to do this show. And I will also continue to try to see if I can bring other veterans on, like Ford that we had on the last show. That was an absolute great show that we did with him. I actually invited him tonight, but he's out of town working. He busts his tail, whatnot, taking care. In case you guys don't know, that's Petty Crocker's husband. and so I will continue to try to bring you veterans like that so they can tell their stories and we can laugh and chop it up like we did. We had some really good laughs that episode. That was pretty funny. Had a lot of you guys laughing. This Saturday, fam, it is movie night. Okay, we are here. It is coming up, and it looks like right now, I don't think Jonathan's gonna have to vote for anything. It looks like The Conjuring is winning with 6 votes. The Shining only had 1 vote. Seven had 4 votes. Hellraiser had one, and The Nightmare Before Christmas had two. So we have a pretty decent amount. 43% of the vote has gone to The Conjuring. It looks like that's what we're going to end up watching on Saturday. So after the Salty Dog Show, Tom Lee won't be with us on the Salty Dog Show, but I think Ash is going to stop by and hang with us and whatnot. But that's because Tom Lee is actually traveling in Europe this weekend. He actually will be coming back because he has to go to Germany uh, to drop off a computer, a desktop, a tower that he built for Shmoo the DJ, who we're gonna bring on the show at some point. We'll probably get him on a Saturday for the Salty Dog Show. You guys will like him. He's a pretty cool dude out of Germany. He's a German guy. He's a pro-American dude. We kind of want to get an update on what's going on in Germany. You guys know that. I know you guys know that the AFD has had a lot of their people get assassinated. That's I think they're just dying randomly. That doesn't make any sense. So to me, they're getting taken out. They're being persecuted for being conservative and whatnot in Germany. So it's a bit of a thing going on. It's funny because if you look at how Germany's broken up, well, Germany's not broken up anymore. But if you look at the old world map, and I say old world meaning not like the old world back in ancient times, meaning, okay, post World War II, when it was East and West Germany, it's like all of Eastern Germany is all like conservative now, and they were the commie side and stuff like that, and the Western side, okay, was all democracy and everything like that, right? Uh, and they're all doing all the Antifa shit and doing all the woke bullshit, and it's amazing to see how history can change things in a country, especially with people like the Germans. But yeah, we're gonna try to get him on the show on a Saturday. He did say he was gonna reach out to me. Just gotta find a time to get him in. So we'll have him on the Salty Dog Show. But again, Saturday after the Salty Dog Show, 8 p.m. on the Discord in the movie channel. In one, I think it's you use Voice Channel 1, right? Is that the one you use for the movies? I think that's the one he moves. You guys will see it if you log in. But we got a lot of votes, so I'm hoping we get a pretty good turnout. Um, what'd you vote for? Well, actually, Nina, what did you vote for? I voted for 7 because like I like that. I like that movie. It was a pretty good movie. I'm not really a horror guy, so like horror isn't my thing, but I am going to stick it out with you guys on Saturday because it is a movie night that Jonathan is putting on for us with his brand new server and whatnot. And again, we got quite a few people, right, who jumped on to vote. So I hope they all show up and come watch with us. Should be pretty good. Should be a pretty good night. What else we got going? So this Friday we got Luna Lopez is going to be hanging out with me and Scott. She did run. I think she ran for a seat in Florida. I don't remember how long ago it was. She has her own podcast called The Thirst Trap. Just, there you go, The Thirst Trap. It is what it is. But she's gonna come on the show. Hey, Blondie, what's going on? It's good to see you, honey. Um, you voted for Nightmare Before Christmas. You and one other person did, but you got two votes, right? Uh, yeah. Let me see the vote breakdown again. Yeah, seven only got four votes. Everybody wants to see some horror shit on Saturday. That's okay. That's all right. It is. Listen, it's Halloween month. It is what it is. Again, the major's not with us. He's grinding, man. He also got a promotion at his job, so it's probably gonna take him away. But like I said, I'll continue to do Warrior Wednesdays. I will continue to reach out to other veterans who want to come on and tell their stories and whatnot, and chop it up with me and laugh about shit like we did with Ford uh, and whatnot. But also, the invitation is open for the major to come back anytime he has the time, and I know he will. He'll make an appearance at some point. He'll show up to come hang with us and everything. But on Warrior Wednesday, we talk a little bit about military stuff and everything. We do talk about some current events and whatnot. But I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. The Pentagon has put some restrictions. They literally got like all the freaking yeah. Rumble didn't cooperate with you again. Yeah, Rumble's just be rumbling sometimes. I don't know what the deal is with Rumble, but Rumble. We're doing good right now, so that's good. Rumble's actually working with us. It's worked with us the last couple of shows, so we want that to continue. We need that to continue because Rumble can be pretty funny. Still waiting for them to get back to me to find out what's going on with the creator program and whatnot, but they probably won't get back at me until next month at some point. But hey, it is what it is. Can't wait to hear what it is that they're gonna have for me and what is I'm gonna have to do shit in order to stay in the creator program, like get my hours, um, and whatnot. Still do the 30 hours. I gotta have five of those hours. Got to be part of Rumble Premium, and then I got to do at least five ad reads in a month, which you can do all that the first week, get it over with, and you don't have to worry about it after that. Which is probably what I'll do at the beginning of each month. You guys will hear me do an ad read and whatnot, just to get it over with, so I don't have to deal with that shit. Your comments aren't going through. I'm seeing your comments are popping up here, but one of your comments didn't go through. And then I just checked. I just checked the Rumble page, and they are coming up there too. It's crazy. I don't know. It's just nuts. What did Jonathan say? I can see the votes. Yeah, again, it's the Conjuring this week. That's what it is, fam. Don't forget to pick up your Scars and Stripes coffee. Okay, great family brand, great patriot brand. Okay, um, God, family, and country. That's what they're all about. And we had Chad Watts on not so long ago. Just want to support companies like that. It's not even just about supporting me because I'm an affiliate. It's really just ultimately supporting them so they can continue to grow. He's getting more and more contracts to sell his coffee in different states and whatnot. So he's growing, and we should be part of that. We should help him because he does reach out to try to help the show. Um, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, honey. Oh, wow. We just got rated again. The Quiet Part Pod, another Wednesday rating us. Freaking awesome. C Dub, you rock, brother. Completely and totally appreciate it. Yes, I did see that, honey. I did, Nina. I saw that. I saw that hard work. Um, I actually, I think. Let me see. When did you say it? No, actually, it didn't pop up. You're right. I didn't see that, but I saw the second comment. C Dub, thanks, man, for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. It's always good to have more people on the show. But again, if you guys were paying attention, the Pentagon has managed to freaking get all of the Marxist state media, okay, completely and totally pissed off. Mainstream media is just, they got new regulations. And by the way, they're not new regulations. I'm going to bring up an article by Justin from Justin News, so you can see it's not anything new with restrictions on the press when it comes to information coming out of the Pentagon, so it doesn't leak like a freaking broken levee. Sorry, fam. I'm drinking my recovery. I absolutely got crushed today. Um, yeah, and so this isn't new, and in Just the News, they're good. They're a good outfit, by the way. And I pulled the article from Free Spoke. I don't know if you guys know anything about Free Spoke. You guys have probably heard me talk about it briefly in the past. And if you've seen some of my past posts from last year and earlier this year, I was taking news articles from them. They're a fantastic search engine. You can find anything you want from any side of the spectrum, political spectrum, whatever it is. They have health, suppressed, um, politics, world, whatever you want, you can find. They're a great search engine. They protect children too. You will not find porn on any of their what do you call the search engine. You can't find it. I know. I actually deliberately tried because they were saying that they blocked that stuff, and it's true. You can't even pick up fucking OnlyFans. So that's a good thing. So if you want to protect your kids and you want a search engine that will absolutely what do you call it help you in your search, researching things, finding anything. You'll find everything. They don't suppress anything, and they find articles and they find stories that have been suppressed by the Marxist state media, and they put it on. They make sure that they put it on their search engine. So I'm actually, if things work out, hopefully I'm working out a deal with them too. So it'll be nice if I can get an affiliate link for them for you guys to what do you call it, join in because it's worth it. It's worth it. I actually you can get it for free, but I have a an annual membership subscription for them so that I can get everything and stuff like that because that I need it for this type of stuff anyway, and they're worth it. So they actually reached out to me, fam, and they want to do collaboration with me and stuff. So we will see. They got to send me a contract. I got to read it. I got to get other people to read it. Make sure that everything works out the right way. But they were very excited to collaborate with me because I gave them a lot of credit on Instagram. Every time I made a post and I got something from their search engine, I made sure that I tagged them on everything and put their handle in the descriptions and whatnot and stuff like that. You know, thanks, Blondie. I love you. Blondie will be with us on Monday, okay, for our 1 year anniversary. It's essentially the birthday of Break the Machine podcast. A 1 year, we're 1 years old on Monday, um, and I'm looking forward to that. Blondie will be on with us. We got a panel of I think about 7 or 8 people that'll be on with us, and we're gonna talk about everything. It's gonna probably be a complete total mess, and we're gonna have a great time having fucking fun with that panel. Tomley will be with us. He's actually off, and he said he will make it. He's supposed to be, by the way, making an intro for the show. So I got to reach out to him and whatnot. He's gonna make us an intro. He said he would work on it on the Salty Dog Show we were talking about. He said he would work on it for us. So I think that'd be cool. That'd be a nice gift to the show. A nice intro that we can use instead of the timer. That'd be pretty. Who's on the panel? So it's Blondie. It's me, Scott, Blondie, right? Because Blondie's part of Break the Machine too. Um, and then we got the Chris Influence is coming back. We haven't seen her. Well, Scott hasn't confirmed that. Um, Tony Jensen's going to come and hang with us. And who else? Oh, Petty Crocker is going to be with us. She's coming back to hang with us on the what do you call it, the 1 year birthday. Uh, I did say Tom Lee Booz is coming. Tom Lee's coming to chill with us, and JD Rivera, Jay Sixer, he's gonna hang with us too, and everything like that. And it should be a fantastic show. It should be a great conversation between all of us. There's just always so much to talk about, and it's a really good and pretty strong panel that we have put together. Um, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm interested to hear everybody and to see everybody again, people that we haven't seen in a while. So that's going to be pretty cool. Although we've had Tony on a couple of times recently, we had Petty Crocker not so long ago, but we have not seen the Chris influence in quite some time. So she's supposed to be hanging with us. I hope that she confirms with Scott to be with us. But Tom Lee confirmed and JD Rivera confirmed with me. Everybody else confirmed too with Scott. And obviously Blondie is going to be with us because she's part of Break the Machine. she's one of our hosts. So, it's important to make sure we have her with us on that show. And then next Friday, then obviously you get 2 days of Blondie next week. You get her on Monday, and then we get again her and I will be together uh, on Wednesday, and then we have Athena Clark on the 24th. That should be a really good show too. She's running for God, what I want to say District 45 in Brooklyn. I'm not sure which one. I got to look at that. Shame on me for not knowing that. But she will be on for the first hour of the show. And, we've been doing our best to get as many candidates as we can on the show from New York City. They need all the help they can get. We've been doing everything we can to, try to bring people out. But wait a minute. Next Wednesday, actually, we do have a guest with myself and Blondie. Blondie put together, she, is it, did it, make sure I say his name right. Is it Jesus Navarro out of Florida? I think he's running for a house seat. So we got another candidate coming on, and Blondie put that together, and he will be with us on. Did I say that right, Blondie? Did I get the right person? If I got the wrong person, put their name in correctly in the chat. Okay, and so Blondie, he reached out to Blondie, and Blondie set that up, right? So that's going to be pretty good. So we should have a good show with our guests. So you got guests, just coming up, and November's already starting to fill up, and we're just going to keep going. But anyway, let's get into this article. Let's what do you call it? I'll read a little bit for you guys. This is again about yep, Jesus G. Navarro. Thanks, Blondie. Blondie, I need you to when you get well. Let me read this article, and then I'll talk. We'll talk about that. It says restrictions on the Pentagon press corps, part of American history despite the uproar. The U.S. Wartime Censorship Office restricted content flows abroad, and War Department regularly censored journalist articles with sensitive material, neither of which the modern Pentagon has proposed. Much of the Pentagon press corps has condemned new policies instituted by Secretary of War Pete Hegseth to curb the publishing of sensitive and classified information. But in fact, such restrictions are a long-standing American tradition, dating at least back to the Second World War. Since taking the helm at the Pentagon, Hegseth has implemented several rounds of new restrictions on the press corps, reporting on the military, including banning reporters from entering certain areas, good job, without an escort. That should have just already been a thing. Barring them from offices of senior military leaders, great, and informing reporters of the Pentagon's prerogative to protect sensitive information. I mean, it's called operational security for a reason. The last requirement, which the Secretary officially ordered last month, drew condemnations from the Pentagon Press Association and legacy media as an assault on their profession and the First Amendment. They're all full of shit because they push shit out there that shouldn't be put out there. You guys, we've complained about that. You guys have complained about that. We're like, why is this shit out in the public? Troop movements and shit like that. The PPA said the news policies appear designed to stifle a free press, in quotes, because they would force reporters to sign off on policies they disagree with. The association worries it would expose its reporters to prosecution for simply doing their jobs. The policies conveys an unprecedented message of intimidation to everyone within the DoD, warning against any unapproved interactions with the press, and even suggesting it's criminal to speak without express permission, which plainly it is not. That is from the PPA. However, restrictions on reporters covering the U.S. military and its activities to protect classified or sensitive information have a storied history in the United States. And we're going to get into it right here. All right. As far back as 1918, the Sedition Act extended the Espionage Act of 1917 to cover a broad range of offenses, notably publications and even expressions of opinion that cast the government or the war effort in a negative light. The text of that language made it a federal crime to publish any disloyal, profane, scurrilous, or abusive, what a great word, or abusive language about the form of government of the United States or the Constitution of the United States or the military or naval forces of the United States. World War II saw that first codified effort expressly directed at journalists. So again, fam, this shit here, this is nothing new, okay? They're just upset. Their panties are in a wad. Thanks, Blondie. Yeah, I was just gonna say I need his email. And if he sends you a picture that he likes, that he uses for like a logo or whatever, I can make a thumbnail out of that and also add it to added to what do you call it, his profile and stuff like that in the studio. So again, this isn't a new precedent with restrictions on the press on what they can get. It's called operational security for a reason, right? Like, how many times have you guys been watching something and some shit gets blasted out by any of the legacy media, including Fox News, and you're like, why is this shit on the news? Okay, why do they know where our fucking troops are, or how many numbers are going in and stuff like that? Why do they know this stuff? Um, yeah. All right, thanks. So I don't understand. So I don't understand what the uproar is. Their panties are in a knot. They're not going to win this. Okay, there are laws on the books to protect sensitive information, even from journalists. The people want to know shit um, is not what do you call it protected when it comes to sensitive information and information, regarding our military and military movements and stuff like that. Shit, they made a big deal in the beginning when freaking when the Telegram, was it a Telegram chat, got freaking dropped and stuff like that, with the vice president and Pete Hegseth and everybody, Rubio. They were all talking about stuff, not really getting into full numbers and stuff, but the press made a big fucking thing about that. But now all of a sudden they give a fuck. They're so full of shit. They will never stop being full of shit. Okay, and it's I don't know what to say about these guys anymore. They can't ever get their shit together anyway. They're going to continuously lie, but again, they always push people at risk. They think that being a journalist gives them free reign to just post anything that they want, okay, and with no repercussions. All right, and not seeing what it can possibly happen to people on the other end when they give out this information. So the Pentagon as a whole, this isn't just under this recent administration, but for as long as I can remember. Okay, yes, I think repealing the Smith-Mundt Act uh, deserves punishment as well. I agree with you. Um, the this again, leaking out of the Pentagon has been a thing for a very long time, going back to World War II. Okay, and it's why these laws were put into place. Actually, going back to World War One, really. And it's why the Espionage Act and everything like that was all put into place because of, not just espionage, but because of the shit that the journalists, because if you guys were paying attention to McCarthy after World War II in the 50s and whatnot, he was naming names of people who were communists, okay, giving information to the Ruskies at the time and everything like that. And he was right, even though they called him a nut job and a conspiracy theorist, he was completely right. Come to find out later on. But those of us who understood who read the history and understood what it was that he was trying to do, we knew, how important it was and what his mission was, right? And it was to, at the time, it was to uproot any kind of progressivism or Marxism out of every institution, okay? Because he knew it was going to affect the United States and how we rock later on. And we're seeing a lot of that shit played out now, right? We're seeing it in every institution, not just our schools. We're seeing it in our churches. We're seeing it obviously in our government. No matter where you're at, we're seeing this bullshit play out. And, it's time for us to start taking it back and start putting measures back into place to protect sensitive information. I don't want information, okay, about our troops, about our operators, or anything like that. What missions they're doing anywhere. I don't care if I hear about it after the fact. And again, I was in the military, so I understand this operational security. I could give a rat's ass if I hear about it after the fact. They want to talk about it, after the deed is done, by all means, that's fine. And the same thing, let's say if we end up in a war, knock on wood, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't want any information that would put any of our troops in harm's way blasted all over the fucking airwaves. I just wouldn't want that. I mean, why would we do that? And we've been doing that for a very long time. Again, this isn't something that is new. It's been going on for a long time, and I'm glad they've kind of stamped down on it and whatnot. It's important to freaking, you know, to protect this stuff. Speaking of operational security, um, if you guys actually pay attention to what's going on in the military, and anytime we get a new system and stuff like that, it usually takes years. There's DM1 Abrams, okay, has been around for quite some time. Yeah, Joe McCarthy was absolutely correct. The M1 Abrams has been around for a very long time. Okay. And they just keep upgrading it. And it's just like endless, the upgrades they keep doing. And they just keep it, making it better and better, a better tank. I know that the Army has been doing on the proving grounds and whatnot, and they've been working with different companies to trying to get a next generation tank to replace the Abrams, which I think is they've done so many upgrades on it, you can't even replace it at this point. These things move fantastically. The systems in them that they keep doing are great. But here's an article from the Military Times, Operational Security. This isn't anything that hasn't been out in the public for a long time about the Army. They do publicize when they're looking for new systems because they have to kind of make it public when, obviously not what the system is going to do, but when they're looking to replace stuff and everything. It is one of the things that the Pentagon does. They will make something public like that when we have an old system that they're trying to replace. Um, and they'll, that way they could get bidders out there from the different military industrial complex companies to come up with a new system for us. But here, check this out. All right. It says next gen tank to reach the soldiers for testing by the end of 2026. That's actually pretty quick. Uh, this picture is just this actually an M1 Abrams at Fort Johnson. It's old school stuff. It says the Army's already accelerated plan to field its next generation M1E3 Abrams tank will hit a major milestone before the end of next year with its first soldier touchpoint, a General Dynamics executive revealed Wednesday. Speaking at a panel alongside Chief of Staff of the Army General Randy George at the Association of the United States Army's annual meeting in D.C., Danny Deep, Executive Vice President, Danny Deep, that sounds like a porn name, Executive Vice President for Global Operations at GD, said a pre prototype of the M1E3 would be sent to the fighting forces so they could kick the tires. Yeah, and they usually will let it go for a long time. Uh, they do several years of just running shit into the dirt to test it. It's got to get tested. So like because you got to make changes, and you got the end users are the soldiers, and they always have. And Marines, well, actually, I don't know if the Marines are still doing the Abrams anymore. I think they went to a shorter tank. We're going to have it fielded in the next 12 months for soldiers to touch it, see what they like, see what they don't like. Deep said. Then, in short order after that, we're going to start delivering this capability in the next 2 to 3 years as opposed to the next 10. Deep told the Military Times following the panel that the test vehicle would be sent to a small unit, though the identity and location of the unit had not yet been determined. I don't want to hear about what unit is doing it anyway. The M1E3 plan to replace the venerable M1 Abrams, first fielded in the 1990s, has been a focus of fast fielding efforts, with officials saying earlier this year that they wanted to get the new tank out to fighting forces within 30 months. Modularity, open architecture, and digital engineering have all contributed to speed in developing the M1E3 design, Deep said, as Defense News previously reported. Officials wanted to make the new tank lighter and evaluate and improve drivetrain and power generation while keeping popular characteristics of the M1, including the 120 millimeter smoothbore main gun, which is it's incredible. I've seen this thing in action, so I've seen the Abrams in action, like in real time. So like it's an incredible machine. Using components already available in the commercial space has also been a key driver of speed. That's like fantastic. The 90% solution is such better answer than an ideal 100% solution that is so long from now that it isn't going to be relevant when you get it anyway. That is a very good way of putting things. A lot of times, unfortunately, with these systems, especially new military systems, it takes forever to get them out, right? And then they're almost obsolete by the time they get out. It's obviously not. Actually not every military system. Some, like I said, like the Abrams, like I said earlier, have been updated like year in and year out since the 1990s. Every couple of years, they're coming up and they're just putting in something new and upgrading it and whatnot. It's a fantastic machine, and like I said, having seen it in action in real time is just insane. Uh, and the teams that actually, the soldiers and Marines that were working these things at the time, again, I'm not sure if the Marines are doing the M1 anymore. I feel like they went to like a smaller tank. Like I read an article somewhere. Jonathan, can you look that up for me, bro? I swear, I feel like the Marines have walked away from the Abrams, but I could be completely wrong. And if I'm wrong, I want to get corrected. Oh, yeah. So that's where we're at, fam. Um, it's pretty good to see that they'll get it out in 2026 for people, for the soldiers and the troops to actually run it into the dirt, uh, tell them what they like and what they don't like because it's important. It's just the end user is very, very important, right? The guys who are going to actually use these things. Can you remember? Do you remember in the fucking last administration, they were thinking about scrapping this stuff because they wanted to go to electric tanks? Can you imagine that fucking happening? An electric tank, what that would be like on the battlefield? As soon as the sun goes down, the shit doesn't work. The batteries run out really quick and stuff. It's just insane. It's absolutely insane. Don't forget to sign up for the Discord, fam. Okay, because it is just important that we freaking get you guys to hang with us on Saturday. We got some, like I said, we got it looks like The Conjuring this Saturday, fam. I think that's what we're looking at. Oh my God. All right, so the Rumblebot speaks in Vader. So Jonathan is gonna mess with the Rumblebot like he does every show, and it's actually pretty damn funny. Uh it's pretty hysterical. You can mess with the Rumblebot and it will respond to you. So yeah, guys, Saturday after the Salty Dog Show. Again, Tom Lee won't be with us on Saturday. I think Ash said he might have the time to hang, so that'd be cool. It's always good to hang with Ash. He's a cool dude, Ashalon. Did you just tell the Rumble Mod that you banged his mom? Uh, holy shit, Jonathan. Uh, all right, let me pull that up. Blondie sent me something on X. It's military related. Let's pull that up so we can see what she sent us. Sign in. What's going on here? Oh, you're kidding me. Hang on. I got logged out of uh hang on. I gotta sign in to X. I gotta figure out what's going on with X, Blondie. I don't know why I got logged out. I was on it earlier today, actually. Huh. It was in my favorites. It's not even there anymore. I gotta find out what's going on with that, hun. So as soon as I can, I'll freaking check it out. But Jonathan is ridiculous. He's hilarious. Who's your Oh my God, that's funny. Rumblebot is his daddy. So, yes, Discord, sign up. It's completely free. Hang out with us. We're watching The Conjuring, it looks like, on Saturday, and that'll be good to go. Don't forget to like and subscribe, fam. Even if you guys are out there lurking, we appreciate you guys as well. It's you guys are part of our family too. Even if you don't engage in the chat, we understand not everybody likes to do that, but you're tuning in and hanging with us, and that's what's most important. You know, um, we appreciate it. We appreciate that a lot. Oh man, I'm getting a little congested here, fam. I apologize. I know I sound like a fucking idiot right now. I don't know what it is. Every time I freaking worked out today, maybe it's just because I'm a little smoked and dusted right now from getting crushed in my workout. But I did not see that comment, by the way, Nina. I apologize. It didn't come up. Rumble fucking messed with you, but I appreciate you. The vote of confidence in me. If you're my father, why you never come back from buying milk? The dark side consumes my path. Destiny required my presence elsewhere. The Rumblebot is the Jonathan and the Rumblebot are having fun with one another right now. Uh, that's funny. Yet for whatever reason, I got signed out of X Blondie. I got to figure out what is going on here. What's going on here? What is going on here? X.com. See something. I think jeez, it's always a pain in the ass. See, couldn't find my account. I don't know what the hell's going on. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this out. All right, I'll figure it. I'll have to figure it out a little bit later, Blondie. Hey, what's going on? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. We appreciate it. We appreciate anybody coming by to say hello to us. It's always a good time. Thank you very much. We try to have fun over here, and we were talking about some military stuff. Right now, we're gonna talk about. Do you guys? Hey, did you guys see that fucking Alec Baldwin and his brother almost killed themselves trying to freaking go around the truck on the right, and then they tried to blame the truck driver? Did you guys see that? Bring it up and play the video for you guys. Uh, yeah, they hit a tree, okay, but like their initial story was that they got cut off by a truck. Well, these trucks nowadays have dash cams, okay? It's a requirement to drive these trucks now, right? Like the owners of the trucks that are, putting these drivers in there require that they have dash cams and stuff like that so they can see what's going on for a lot of these companies. So these dipshits, okay, came out with like we got cut off by the truck and all this other stuff. Well, lo and behold, we got this. So I'm gonna play this for you guys so you guys can have fun with this.
Just obtained exclusive dash cam video showing the moment actor Alec Baldwin crashed his SUV on the east end of New York's Long Island. The video is from the front-facing camera on a commercial truck. You're seeing the truck here making what's believed to be a legal right turn, and then it slows down.
Seconds later, Baldwin's SUV is seen hitting a mailbox and a tree off to the right side of the truck. The actor, an outspoken Trump hater, claimed on social media that he was driving his wife's Range Rover with his brother Stephen Baldwin in the passenger seat. He said he was trying to avoid hitting this truck, so he veered off the road into the tree. It does not appear, though, that anyone was injured in the crash, but obviously not Baldwin's first encounter with police. Now the questions, was he trying to squeeze around the truck? Was he not paying attention and didn't see the truck until the last second? But great video there to show at least the moment that it all happened.
Our special guests are here with us in studio. Nan Hayworth, former New York Congresswoman, board member of the Independent Women's Forum, and Rob Taub, Newsmax columnist. Welcome back to you both. Apparently, Baldwin went on Instagram, and he said that he crushed his wife's car, feels bad about it, but it's all fine. I'm fine. My brother's fine. Saying, Hilaria, I love you more than anything, and I'm very proud of you.
I mean, just think about the stupidity, right? These fucking guys, man. You can't make this shit up, guys. Yeah, Nina, he is a piece of shit, but you cannot make this shit up, okay? You cannot make this shit up. Yeah, he's obviously, listen, it was obvious that he was trying to get around that truck on the right side, okay? It's just ridiculous. Like, you don't, first off, you shouldn't be trying to pass anybody on the right side, let alone a truck, unless it's an absolute emergency and you have no choice but to go that way. Okay, and it's just ridiculous. And again, they tried, him and his brother were trying to, on right away, they were like, oh, we got cut off and everything like that. And it looked like he was trying to go around the truck on the shoulder of all places. Of all places, and again, these trucks obviously, well, that wasn't a dash cam. I had that wrong. It was that looked like the cam that was a camera that was on top of the truck, on top of the cab, okay, facing down. And it's ridiculous, man. You can't. These people are fucking idiots, right? And it just like there's video footage everywhere nowadays. Okay, so you can lie all you want about something, but the chances are someone or something got you on a camera. There's a high probability nowadays, unfortunately, with Big Brother freaking having cameras everywhere. All right, that there's you're gonna get showed that you're a piece of shit, a liar. We all know he's a piece of shit, a liar anyway. Okay, but like he just like right off the bat, he was just trying to, oh, it was the what do you call it? It was the truck driver's fault. I'm really upset about that being kicked off of X on my browser. I don't know why. I have that set up so it can go right in. For whatever reason, it logged me out. I have to check on my phone. Hopefully, I'm not logged out there too. Uh, I don't know why, but if you send me something, that means my account is still up on X, Blondie. At some point, I'll be able to get to it and figure it out and whatnot. Do you remember what it was? So maybe I can find it and bring that up. I'd have no problem doing that. You know, finding something. I'm telling you, fam. Oh my God. Well, here we go. It's from the Telegram. Boy, President Trump he is just messing with the Venezuelans left and right. So I just saw this pop up, by the way. I don't know if this popped up earlier today, and you guys can comment on this when I bring it up. You guys know that he's just absolutely torching any kind of drug boats that come out of Venezuela. If it has drugs on it, it's getting sunk. That's just what it is. Well, here's the new thing right here. It says CIA spies can be sent to Venezuela following a Trump order. Decree allows agents to carry out lethal operations in drug war with Nicolas Maduro. Really? Really? I gotta sign up? No. All right. They won't let me freaking read it. That's bullshit. Anyway, you guys saw the headline, right? I'll find another article. I will find another article, fam. There's got to be another article that I can pull that up from. Let's see. The Daily Caller has it as well. And they won't try to get me to freaking sign up in order to read an article. Fuckers. Can't believe the Telegram, man, of all places. Here we go. Let's bring it up so that we can go over this together. Oh, Nina, you had me freaking all like, I forgot that you have, because I'm used to you being on Rumble, so I forgot that it's you over there on YouTube. It's funny. Love you, Nina. Trump reportedly authorized CIA to use covert action in Venezuela. The Trump administration authorized the Central Intelligence Agency to conduct covert operations in Venezuela amid a U.S. drug crackdown in the region, the New York Times reported Wednesday. These lethal operations include potential action in Venezuela and the Caribbean, according to the report, which cited anonymous U.S. officials. See, here we go with the anonymous shit. The CIA would be able to take covert action against the head of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, and his administration, either independently or as part of a larger military operation. The outlet reported it is unknown whether the agency plans to take any direct actions or if the authorization was given as part of a contingency. This report follows NBC's news claiming U.S. military officials are considering an attack within Venezuela's borders against drug traffickers, as well as statements from some U.S. officials teasing the possibility of Venezuelan regime change. Yeah, if NBC is fucking talking about it, it's probably bullshit. President Donald Trump has also authorized strikes on several narco-terrorist drug boats off the coast of Venezuela. You guys have all seen that. It's a picture of the Venezuelan army. These guys look like they're 14. They're conscripting 14-year-olds now. Uh, recent strike was yesterday. Drug traffickers are adapting their strategies to continue operations despite increased U.S. military pressure. And that's from the New York Times. So, listen, this is where we're at. Yeah, I have to figure it out, and I promise I will bring that up as soon as I can. Blondie, I will make sure that we cover that one way or the other. I will bring that up. I have to check it out. I'm gonna check my phone. It's true, Jonathan. I mean, we are already there. Uh, it's not like the CIA hasn't been operating in Venezuela for a long time now. So who knows? I know. I know Maduro was like, it was reported that he was trying to reach out to the administration. He's like, "We'll freaking dump the Chinese. We'll give you access to gold, freaking all kinds of minerals, whatever you want, oil." uh, and stuff like that. Just please, please, please don't fucking bomb us into oblivion. So I don't know what's happening there. I know that it's off the coast of Venezuela. Nothing, to my knowledge, has happened on Venezuelan soil. I hope that doesn't take place. But the reality is, you heard me say it before, okay? The war on drugs was a farce in the beginning. There was no actual real war on drugs. If you're going to actually have an actual war on drugs, you have to take it to the cartels. And whether people have the stomach to actually do that, who knows? We see how it is in Mexico, right? The cartels completely control that country. They control the president. She's in bed with them. Everybody who was running against her, like 30 something people, got murked during her run up to her election and everything. So we saw how that gets down in these countries. So I don't know. Regime change, if it's not coming from the Venezuelan people doing it, fighting in the streets to take it back, I don't want to be part of it. We've done a lot of that shit over the years, and we've seen how that has gotten us. We've gotten stuck in places for a very long time. Two separate occasions. Okay, once in the 20th century, and then again in the 21st century, for 20 years, fighting in a place where we took over, stuff like that, and engaged in regime change, and we saw how that lasted and how that turned out for us. Not very good. Regardless of any military wins, and uh, militarily, we everywhere we've been in the 20th century and into the 21st, we've absolutely crushed. What is going on, Down? Good to see you. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. I'll send you a link if you want to stop by on Saturday. It's good to see you, man. Down is a good dude. I hang out with Down on Bourbon and Beer on Fridays. After our Friday show, I go over to Yankee Freeze page, his channel, and he has Bourbon and Beer, and Down's usually on there, hanging with us and whatnot. He looks like he's a gentle giant, but will absolutely fuck you up. Don't sleep on him just because he's a gentle giant. He's not gentle when he doesn't need to be, but he's a very good dude, very good person. He's always out here trying to support us. Every chance he gets, he jumps in. When I'm down, are you gonna hang with us on movie night, man? On Saturday? You think you'd be able to chill with us? It's 8 p.m. Eastern on the Discord. And it looks like The Conjuring is the movie that's winning right now by a lot in the votes. So I don't know if what do you call it? I don't know where we're gonna head. Jonathan has he's got like a plethora of movies. Yeah, man, come hang with us on Saturday after Salty Dog. Uh, I'll send you a link too if you want to come chill with us on Salty Dog, man. I'm gonna be by myself, so I think Ash said he had time this Saturday to come chill with us. Tom Lee is traveling, so he won't be able to. Yeah, on the Discord, on what do you call it? Patriot Big Red One Guys Patriot Hangout. That's where it's at. But I'll also, if you're home on Saturday, I will send you a link. Well, I'll talk to you on Friday on B&B and whatnot. Yeah, come on, fam. Help me out, guys. Let's get those likes up. Let's get the like, subscribe, follow. Let's get it going. Those of you who are hanging out and lurking in the background, like I said, I appreciate you all. I don't mind that you guys are lurking. You're hanging out. You're still chilling with us, and that's still important. You're listening to our word, and you're listening to the show. I know some people I haven't seen it on Rumble, but you picked The Shining, Blondie. I picked Seven. Let me see. You were the only one who picked The Shining. It was a good movie though. But again, I'm not a horror guy, so like it's never been my thing. But I am going to suck it up and hang out with you guys. I did Seven as well. Yeah. Cowgirl, what's going on, honey? It's good to see you. It's always good to see you on a Wednesday. Cowgirl has become another one of our ride or dies. She's been with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. She every now and then she'll stop by on a Saturday and say what's up. Yeah, Jonathan doesn't vote. He only votes if there's a tie to be a deciding factor. Other than that, what is going on? Victoria, how are you, honey? Victoria's going to be on with us on Break the Machine on the 14th. Uh, you picked The Shining? All right. So you picked The Conjuring. Are you gonna be hanging with us on Saturday? Because if you guys picked it, you guys got to be there to hang with us to watch it. Again, I'm not a horror guy. Yep. Cowgirl said she's in. Uh, that's cool. Like I said, Cowgirl's been with us now for quite some time. Um, we got some good stuff coming up on Break the Machine. Monday's going to be a really good show. Friday we got a good show with Luna Lopez. Luna Lopez. You're right. It's not really a horror show. You're right. It's more of a psychological thriller when you think about it. Uh, Luna Lopez with us on Friday, and then Saturday, Salty Dog Show. I'll be there, tuning in, listening to music, talking about stuff. Um, Hopefully, Ash will come hang out with us, and hopefully, Down will stop by and come chill with us. I send the link out to a bunch of people. Anybody who can make it, it's like, hey, just come and hang. That's what we do. But Tom Lee will be back with us. He'll be back on Monday for our 1 year anniversary. It is out. It is the birthday, 1 year old birthday. Break the Machine is a 1 year old on Monday, and we'll have Blondie, me, and Scott. The Chris Influence is supposed to be coming to hang with us. Petty Crocker's coming to hang with us. Antoinette Jensen's coming to hang with us. JD Rivera's coming to hang with us. And like I said, Tom Lee's going to be with us too. Tom Lee, he said he's going to make an intro for us. So that'll be a good gift for the show. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, I didn't see Devilishly Angelic again tonight. Uh, yeah, this is like 2 weeks now. I haven't seen her on a Wednesday night. I hope all is good and she's doing well, stuff like that. I don't know if I didn't see if Yankee was running it for her today. No, they're not. They're definitely not running it today. Huh. That sucks. Well, that blows. Well, actually, um, Yankees on Beyond the Noise right now. I didn't see Conserve, didn't check in. Yeah, he only comes on Mondays and Fridays. I don't know. Every now and then he'll stop by on a Wednesday, but I didn't see him. Yeah, he didn't punch in. Uh, yeah, he'll be like he's usually around Mondays and Fridays. Every now and then, like I said, he'll stop by on a Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I will ask Yankee um privately, make sure that everything's okay. Uh, just in case it's like a personal thing or stuff like that. We don't want to put her news, blast her news all over the airwaves, stuff. So I'll reach out to him and ask. Yep, 1 year. Break the Machine is a 1 year old. We are toddlers in this game, and we do it, fam, because of all of you. You guys have been sticking with us, okay, for a year now, and that year has gone by very quick. And it's just very important that we continue to have you guys. I will continue, like you guys have heard me say, I'll take 1,000 of you ride or dies any day over 1 million followers and be out of control and stuff like that. I would take that any day. Yeah, man, it's been a year already, bro. Jonathan has been with me for a year, okay? Uh, Modding with me, and it's grown into something. Now we got a Discord that he put together. He created a server so that we can watch movies and stuff like that, without any problems on the Discord. Um, probably sure other things on the server too, but like he's done a lot for the show. He's done a lot for me, and I'm genuinely appreciative of you, brother. Uh, you hold us together, man. You're a big glue in this operation that goes on, brother. It's you're a very important part of it, man. And modding for me 3 days out of the week and stuff like that. I wish I could have you every day. I know I can't because you mod for a whole bunch of other people. Um, and I'm working on getting my meld situation corrected so that I can actually do some gaming on Rumble, fam. That's one of the ways I'm going to get my hours because the months are going to get shorter. So next month we have a holiday, and I won't. There won't be that Friday of Thanksgiving. There won't be a show. We won't be back until December 1st. Uh, and then when you guys know, once Christmas comes around, it's like a 2 weeks off essentially. We don't do any shows during the holidays. We will have one because Christmas. I think Christmas is on a Thursday, so we will have we will have a Christmas show leading up into that. But then after that, we won't be back until January. So for me, in order to make my hours, I have to do other stuff, right? So like I can do gaming and shit like that. I got to get that situated. Um, and I'll be gaming on Rumble. I might drop them on. Yeah, the server offloaded the processing onto a different computer, plus allows me to watch my movies on every TV in my house. Plus, I created a VPN tunnel so I can stream from anywhere. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Jonathan just doing his thing, man. Just he's incredible. Um, yeah, man. This show is these shows that we do on this channel, on both channels of both the YouTube and Rumble. Uh, Jonathan has been a big part of it. And when Jonathan started with me, he actually didn't even start as my mod. He started as my one and only viewer. Uh, I was doing just some emergency lives for Trump last year, leading up to the election before Scott came on in October. Uh, and you know, it's been pretty awesome. He just would help me with my sound. He wasn't even modding for me at the time yet. Then I asked him, he jumped in, and then he jumped in on a Friday, jumped in on a Monday. Then I was like, "Can I get you on Wednesday?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I got you, fam." Uh, I know Jonathan is the dude, man. He's just like he knows all of this shit and how to do all of this stuff. I don't have a creative bone in my body when it comes to anything like that. I wouldn't even know how to do something like that. It's probably not as hard as people think it is. You just gotta, think I'm smart enough to learn. Um, oh shit, impressive. But remember, intelligence is only part of true power. There you go again. Jonathan and Jonathan has fun with the Rumble bot. It's pretty awesome. It's good to see. Uh, but we're gonna be wrapping it up here shortly. I have to find a place for us, a home for us to raid. Um, I think Beyond the Noise is on, and they go on for another, what do you call it, hour. I know I sent you guys over there on Monday, but I guess they were wrapping it up around the same time we did. They just stayed a couple of minutes afterwards. So I apologize for that. But now that I know that they only go 2 hours, um, I know that. But today we're going to wrap it up a little bit early. And again, Friday night, Luna Lopez hanging with us. Saturday night, Salty Dog Show and movie night. Okay. So please, please, please make sure you come. If you voted, please come and hang with us. It should be a good night. We should have fun. Next Monday, our what do you call it? You're modding for tugs for poor choices. If they were on Rumble, I would absolutely raid them. So you guys can go laugh with tugs and X-Ray. They're actually very funny together for poor choices. Um, Pretty good show, and they're two very good people. I've been trying to see if I could work out a show with them because I'd love to actually have them on the show. Break the Machine meets Poor Choices. Oh, it's gaming. Oh, okay, you're mining for her gaming. Really? Poor Choices was that 7 today? They went on a little early. Damn. Oh, okay. I thought I all right. How long did they go for what do you call it? For Poor Choices? Were they only on an hour? So that Tugs could game? Oh, okay, hour and a half. Yeah, they usually do about 2 hours. I know a lot of times when I'm done here, they're still going. When I'm just doing an hour and whatnot. So let's see. Let's find a home for you guys today. Um, yeah, I think that we're gonna hit Beyond the Noise. Yankee Free is there along with Republic Sentinel. And again, they are what do you call it? Oh, that's right. X-ray's out. Yeah. We are going to what do you call it? Raid them. And they got like another hour of the show. You guys don't have to stick around. Just say what's up. They're part of our fam now. They're part of our group and stuff like that. So, uh, you know, our community is growing and growing on Rumble. So we want to keep that going. It's important. So again, I can't wait to see what Tom Lee puts together for an intro. It's gonna be pretty dope. The force is strong with them. Use it wisely. Now you got Nina playing with the with Rumblebot and stuff like that. Anyway, fam, I am the Big Red One Guy signing off. And remember that together and only together can we break the machine. God bless you all. God bless America. Thank you for tuning in for another Warrior Wednesday. As I said, the major got a promotion and okay, um, he's gonna come on Warrior Wednesdays when he can and whatnot. He's got an open invitation to continue to hang with us. I will continue to work on trying to get some other veterans on and whatnot to tell their stories so you guys can hear them. It's all about their service and their success. We want to continue to highlight veterans when we can, because being a combat veteran myself, it's just important to continue to do that. So you guys can see that we can function in America and whatnot. So, but again, I'm looking forward to see what Tom Lee Booz puts together for us, and I got to reach out and remind him for that because he's busy and stuff. So, without further ado, let's get us over to Beyond the Noise. Confirm the raid. All right, guys, you guys should be on your way shortly, and see raid starting in 5 seconds, fam. Here we go. Have a good night. See you all on Friday.